everybody, thank you so much for watching and welcome to another video, part of my Essence mini series. And today I'm going to be testing out Essence Cosmetics. Now if you know my channel, you would know that I am no newbie to Essence Cosmetics because it's one of my favorite affordable drugstore brands and I've done so many videos on Essence in the past. But today I wanted to test out some of the new products that I haven't tried before. I haven't swatched them or anything. This is going to be my first impressions on these products, and this is kind of like the look that I ended up with. So if you want to see how I created this look and the products that I used and my thoughts on them, then let's just get into it. Okay, so let's get started. Excuse the redness on my skin. I just exfoliated so that I have a smooth and even base to start with before makeup application, and I'm also really up close. I wanted to get up close and personal today because sometimes with lighting and cameras it's really hard to see the makeup application and how it turns out. So I hope you guys don't mind, but the first product that I'm going to test out is something for my lips because my lips are looking hella dry and patchy and chapped today. It's the humidity and the heat, it's just, you know, getting to my lips. So I wanted to test out the Essence Volume On Plumping lip gloss, and I haven't tested this out yet. It's in the shade 2 Sieste Bon. I can already feel that tingling. I don't know about you guys, but I really like a tingling lip gloss. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this on, you know, as I apply the rest of my products to my face. And for foundation, I'm going to be using the Essence Instant Matte Makeup, and this is supposed to be an 18-hour super long lasting mineral powder matte complex, and I have it in the shade 10 Matte Ivory. The consistency, okay, so it is thick. It's not like a runny consistency at all. It is literally like a matty like a mattish, a little bit of a moussey texture, I would say. It feels quite good. It feels like nothing I've felt in a foundation before. So I'm just going to dot this all over my skin. To blend it in, I'm just going to use a damp beauty sponge in like tapping motions. Okay, so this foundation dries down really quickly. I don't know if you'll be able to see like around here, but it doesn't have like a hydrating base. It has a very matte powdery base, so I suggest going like in sections, or if you want to make it blend easier, just add a little bit of, you know, facial oil or something, but it is a very good coverage. I feel that this foundation has a very good coverage, but it's pretty hard to blend. So what I do, or what I would do or suggest, is putting a little bit on your damp beauty sponge and kind of blend it as you apply it, or apply as you blend. I don't know which way, but if you apply a little bit onto your beauty sponge and then blend it, I think it won't dry as quick. I find that the foundation dried a little bit over here, around my nose, and like here. So yeah, I don't know. I like the coverage, like the color. It's just tricky to blend. And then for concealer, I'm going to test out the Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer, and Catrice has a Camouflage HD concealer or something like that. So if this comes close to that, then I'll be very happy because Catrice is also one of my other favorite drugstore brands. The packaging is so cute. It just has a standard concealer applicator. So I'm going to apply this under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And then I will also blend that out with my beauty sponge. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more under my eyes, and then I'll blend that out with my finger with tapping motions. So I'm ending up really liking this concealer. It is not too thick and creamy so it gets cakey under your eyes, but it has enough pigmentation and creaminess to it so that you can blend and spread it easily. And it has a little bit of a sticky touch, which is good because I love setting my under eyes, and if it has a little bit of a stickiness to it and the powder sits good on top of that, it just ups your coverage, so I like that. Speaking of powder, I want to test out the Shape Your Face contouring palette, and I'm going to start off by using this middle shade over here, and I'm just going to take a small setting brush. And this powder doesn't have any shimmers or anything in it. It's just like a brightening powder, and you're supposed to put this in your T-zone. And then I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just take a little bit and just set the rest of my face, because I think with that, even though the foundation is matte, I just want to make sure that I don't have any tackiness, because otherwise I'm going to have a hella job to blend my bronzer and my contouring powder. And then for my contouring, I'm going to use this Essence blush brush for both my contouring, bronzer and my blush. So I'm going to use the same palette, and I'm going to go in with this brownie shade for the contour. And let's see. Ooh, that's a really nice shade. Ooh, that is so pretty. So I'm doing it at the back of my cheekbones, and then a little bit on my temples, and also along my jawline. And then I want to take a little eyeshadow brush, just a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and use a little bit of that just to create some shadows for a thinner nose. I'm taking the setting brush with absolutely nothing extra on it, just the little setting powder that we used before, and I'm going to diffuse the contour a little bit. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to keep this for later. I don't want to try this out just yet. This is supposed to be like the highlighting, no, the blush portion of the face, but I want to keep that for after I've tried out some other blush products. So before we head on to that, I want to do my brows first. So this isn't a new product, but it is a favorite of mine. You can tell by the actual packaging, it is like basically done, so I'm not going to include it as testing out, but this is just the Lash and Brow Gel Mascara, and I'm just going to brush my brows out with this. Okay, I don't know. What do you think? I don't know how I feel about this. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think it's kind of like one of those products that you just run through your brows with a quick makeup look if you're running errands or going to the gym, but it's definitely not my favorite, just being honest. So I like the way it looks. It's just I like to use a dip brow with a brush so that I have a little bit more control over it. So I'm just going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do with this product. So not a complete fail, but not a complete favorite either. So I'm going to just fix my brows and do them the way I do them quickly. And I'm actually going to use a Essence eyebrow brush. So I wanted to test this out because that's how I normally do my brows, with a dip pomade and a eyebrow brush, and this one looks really good. So it is just a very thin angled eyebrow brush, and I'm going to dip the product a little bit in my brush, or my brush into the product, and then I'll apply it to my eyebrows. Okay, So essentially I tested out this eyebrow brush from Essence, and I really like it. The actual bristles are stiff enough to get that perfectly carved out brow, and I do want to say this is not how I normally do my brows, but I kind of filled it in too much with that powder brow from Essence. And now I just want to brush it out with the Lash and Brow Mascara again, just to distribute the product a little bit more. I'm just going back in with that concealer just to carve out the bottom part again. Okay, so I feel like the brows are sisters today and not twins, but it's okay. I'm pretty happy with them. It takes some time to get used to a new brow brush, but it is a good one. I would definitely recommend that brush. I just don't like that brow product. I think that's the reason why I struggled with my brows so much, because I normally don't do like a full filled in brow like this. I like to keep this area a little bit feathery and natural looking. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. But for the eyes, we are going to get started, and I have a few of these my must-haves, and I want to start with a brownie shade for the transition, and this one is 7 Mauvey Time, and it's a really pretty matte brownie shade, so I'm going to pop that into my transition. And these little must-haves are so powdery and pigmented, so easy to blend. I mean, you can just see how easy it is to blend, especially with a nice fluffy brush. This shade is so pretty. It has that beautiful like purpley brown undertone, like the perfect mauve, and it kind of matches my top, which is so pretty. And then I'm taking that same shade with a little angled shadow brush and just popping that kind of like on the outer lower edge of my lash line, my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to take this beautiful like rose gold shade, and it's in the shade 11 Stay in Coral Bay, and let me just show you how pretty this is. It is absolutely, oh my goodness, this is the most stunning shade. Oh my word, that is so pretty. So what I want to do with this is kind of create like a cut crease. I'm going to attempt that. I know sometimes with my eye shape it can look a little bit silly, so I'm going to attempt that. I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and just pop it on my eyes and just create that cut crease, and then I'll set it with a little bit of powder before going in with the actual shadow. And again, that's in the My Must Haves shade number 11 Stay in Coral Bay. Oh my word, that is so pretty. I love this. It's so pretty. I love the like rose gold with the mauvey purple. So I'm going to go back in with the mauvey purple and kind of just blend that edges a little bit, just to make it blended, seamless, and all that. Okay, and then for kind of like the outer edges, I want to use another My Must Have shadows, and this is 3 Miss Foxy Roxy, and it's also a really pretty like brownie shade, but this one has a little bit of shimmers in it. It's not really shimmers, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I'm going to take the brush and just kind of blend it like this, just to kind of fade that rose goldy shade, just like that, and then I'll blend the edges. And then also I want to take, with the fluffy side, just go and smoke that out a little bit. And then I'm just blending all of the harsh edges around the outer part of like the smoky eye, just to make sure that we don't have like any harsh lines or anything like that. Okay, so that is basically the eyes for the eyeshadow and all that. I want to move on to liner, and this is something that I was so excited about, and it's just so cool. So it is the Essence Cushion Eyeliner. Now if you look up close, it's literally like a cushion with like eyeliner liquid in between. So I'm going to use this brush, also from Essence. It's the Precise eyeliner brush, and I want to test this out and see how good it applies that liquid liner or the cushion liner. So this is so pretty. So what I'm going to do is just dip a little bit. I mean really, it literally just turned that little tip of the brush black, like completely black. So let me just risk it and taste it out on my hand. Come on. Okay, I did a little bit of a exaggerated stroke there, but let's see how the liner works on the eyes. So I'm just going to do a thin, kind of like a winged liner for this. Oh my goodness, wow, wow, wow. I absolutely love this. Such a good idea. I'm just so obsessed. And then with this little brush, just gives it that perfect application, that precision and everything. And I just want to show you guys with this swatch that I did on my hand. It's like not coming off. So I want to test out if I do a little bit of water and see if it comes off. Okay, so it comes off really clean. It doesn't smudge or anything, so that's really good to know, because it won't like transfer onto your lid or anything. So I'm pretty impressed. That's my favorite product so far, so I really like that. And then mascara, I'm going to use the Essence Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara. So let's see what the wand looks like. Pretty decent. I like a smaller wand. I don't like a big chunky wand. So let's see how this applies. So that is the mascara on its own. I don't have anything bad to say about Essence mascaras ever, because I've probably tried most Essence mascaras and I ended up loving them all. So I do want to say I love the wand, I love the formula, and the packaging is also really cute. So that's the mascara on its own. I did have a lash lift recently, so my lashes are a bit more curly than they are usually, so they went a little bit shorter. So that's sad to not be able to show you how my lashes normally would look with some mascaras. So that's that. I got a lash lift, love it on its own, but I'm still struggling to, you know, apply mascara with it. But that is the mascara. But I am a lash girl, so I am going to apply some lashes. So let me do that quickly. Okay, so that is the lashes with the eye look. I love the extra, you know, va-va-voom, or the extra touch that lashes gives to your eyes. So that's the lashes. I'm wearing Eylure London number 117. I will have a link to that and all of the other products down below. So now I contoured my face with that face shaping palette. I want to try out this bronzer, and how pretty is this? It's called the Luminous Matte Bronzing Powder for Lighter Skin in the shade 10 Sunshine. And if you look up close, it has this beautiful, I don't know, like pattern on it. Just makes me think of summer and all that. So I'm going to take this blush brush that I used for the contouring, and I'm just going to bronze up my face. I don't like using contouring on its own. I always like to go over it with a bronzing powder, just so that you look a little bit healthier and not so contoured. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like contour sometimes has a very muddy undertone. So if I compare these two, so you can see this is the contour and this is the bronzer. So this one is a little bit more bronzy, makes you look a little bit more healthier, whereas this gives you the chiseled cheekbones that you want. So I'm just going to bronze up my skin with this luminous matte powder, and I'm really liking it. It goes on very smoothly and it just has a very nice color, so I like that. So now I want to see if I can use a little bit of blush. So I didn't use this little blush from this palette because I wanted to test out this palette first. So this is the Essence Blush Play Sculpting Blush Palette, and it's so pretty. It looks like this. This says highlight, sculpt and define. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sculpt and kind of use it to top off the bronzer. I don't know, I'm crazy like that. I love using a little bit of blush over my bronzer and my contour because it just again makes you look so healthy and glowy and just blend it. I don't know, I don't like using too many different products, too many different blushes just to get that layered. I want that layered blended look. So I'm going to use this as the sculpt, and then define would probably be the cheekbones. Ooh, I like that. I don't want to go too crazy with this, but we'll test it out. So I'm going to use it ever so lightly and just see. Let me just swatch this. It is very subtle. It gives that beautiful, like, I don't know, goddess glow. Okay, I think that's enough. And then I want to see what this highlighter looks like. Okay, so this highlight isn't too pigmented. I don't know, it's not too highlighty. So let me take this setting brush. Does that do anything? Oh, it does. It looks really pretty. So I'm going to put this on my nose. You guys, I look crazy in this viewfinder. Let me just blend this a little bit. So I really like this. I like the sculpting and the define, and because it's kind of like in the same color family, it's really pretty. So again, this was the Blush Play Sculpting Palette. Play It Peach in number 10. So that's really pretty. And then I've seen this all over social media. It is called the Strobing Highlighter. I don't know if I can test out any more highlighters, but I just wanted to show you how pretty this is. So I'm going to swatch it and compare it to this highlighter in this blush palette. So this strobing one, it's a very pretty highlight. They're very, very similar. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but they are very similar. They don't have like huge flecks of highlighter, but because I'm a little bit over the top, I'm going to try it out. I don't know, just a little bit, because sometimes you just want to glow. Okay, so it is a very subtle and pretty highlight. I don't look like a crazy person yet. But I really like this. I think it comes very close to my all-time favorite Soft and Gentle. I mean, it's so pretty. It has like really, really small flecks of shimmer and glitter. It's a strobing highlight, so it isn't too harsh. As you can see, I kind of used like 3 different highlighters already, and it still looks okay. So it's not like really harsh. And then that is basically it for the face. I think we are done with the face. For lips, I have been wanting to test out these lip liners from Essence, and they are called the Ultra Lash Lip Liner with a smooth gliding and waterproof formula. So they look like this, and it looks like a MAC lip liner. So you can see the color on the back, and I thought that this color would be really pretty. This is in the shade 5 Rosewood High, and my lips aren't tingling anymore, so I'm going to wipe off whatever's left on my lips. Okay, so my lips are nice and moisturized now. So now I'm just going to apply this, and I was thinking of just applying it like all over. I would completely wear this on its own. It's so pretty. Okay, so that is the Smooth Gliding Waterproof Ultra Last Lip Liner. Now, I don't know how well this will last. I will put a little indication over here of how well it lasted. I'm going to have lunch now and eat and all that, so make sure to follow me on Instagram so that you can kind of keep up with my daily life and how I like products, because sometimes I like to share product reviews in the moment as I use them. So please follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of product reviews on Insta stories and all that, so I'm excited for you to follow me. And then I think finally I'm going to top it off with this volume on lip gloss again. I like the way it tingles. I don't know, just really like it. So I'm going to apply this, and I've been loving a glossy lip lately. I don't know why. I do kind of feel like I want to brighten this lip up a little bit, so I have all of these Shine lip glosses, and if you want to see a full video on this, I will leave a little card up here and a link in the description box so you can go check that out. It was really hard to pick a shade because I kind of have all of them, so it's really hard to see what shade will kind of lighten this, but I think this one will do. It is the Indie Romance Shine Wet Look Lip Gloss, and these smell amazing. This is kind of like a milky pink, just a little bit. So this is the finished look. I absolutely love the way it came out. The face looks so glowy and bronze. The eyes look smoky but still subtle and soft, and then paired with this glossy lip, it's just so fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial testing out new Essence Cosmetics. If you like this look, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if there are any products that you like in this video, or any products that I used in this video that are your favorites. I definitely have a few favorites going forward, so please subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any future Essence videos. You can just click this little picture and it will subscribe you to my channel, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. I love this. It's so pretty. Oh, bye guys.